It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll have a rematch of Super Bowl 54. It's the Niners and the Chiefs coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 54. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Mahomes to the sideline and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. his throw incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The end result, 21 yards.
This is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra play by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Purdy on third down. That is caught. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here's 3rd and 3 as they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Purdy sets up to throw again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle made down at the 33. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Purdy off the play fake. Throw outside, McCaffrey's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Purdy now to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing in a shutdown run so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Touchdown! Jerome Jennings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. DeAndre Hopkins. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor. Fights forward at the 20. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. "30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Busts through the tackle, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on the first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good run, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 3. Purdy bootlegging it. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a good job here of getting the running backs involved in the passing game because they line him up out in the slot to the right, and they're hoping he won't get accounted for, and he's not. Turns into big trouble for the defense, able to work his way free, and turns it into a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carom that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there that he's able to bank this one in.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's on here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy could turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes now on first down. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll check this one down at Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Do it for this 3rd quarter of action. KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This will get the lead up to 7. Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Brandon Ayuk, and finally brought down at the 38. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
An extra point try now for Moody. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Mecole Hardman. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
See if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Throwing, Purdy. This ball is caught. He's got Debo. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Purdy to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created. And that is a big one here in the top of the game of the fourth quarter.
When games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that's one of our managers back in Tennessee. Coach Major said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And that's complete to Brown. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here comes 2nd down. Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Mahomes working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from long, very long range. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one to the post.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.